less than P class equals data end equals 430, data start equals 76 greater than... Okay, so here's what's going on. Aimee Lou Wood, who you probably know from less than M data end equals 166 data start equals 151 greater than sex education, and more recently less than M data end equals 202 data start equals 185 greater than the White Lotus, is speaking out about a recent sketch on less than M data end equals 266 data start equals 245 greater than Saturday Night Live that took a dig at her, and not in a funny or clever way, according to her. She's calling the whole thing mean and unfunny, and honestly, she might have a point. Less than P class equals data end equals 942, data start equals 432 greater than so here's the deal. Less than M data end equals 458 data start equals 453 greater than SNL did a sketch this week where they spoofed less than M data end equals 518 data start equals 501 greater than the White Lotus, imagining Donald Trump and his team staying at the fictional resort. One of the characters they parodied was Chelsea, played by Aimee Lou Wood in the upcoming season. Now, less than M data end equals 697 data start equals 692, greater than SNL cast member Sarah Sherman took on the role, complete with an exaggerated accent and these ridiculously over-the-top prosthetic teeth. At one point the character even goes, "Fluoride? What's that?" Clearly a jab at Aimee's signature gap teeth. Less than P class equals data end equals 1404, data start equals 944 greater than... But Aimee didn't find it funny. On Instagram she said she's all for satire when it's done well and in good spirit. But this felt cheap, like it was punching down instead of being witty. And that's where it hits harder. She wasn't upset about being caricatured. That's kind of what less than M data end equals 1229 data start equals 1224 greater than SNL does. But she pointed out that the sketch reduced her to a dental joke, while the rest of the characters in the skit were being roasted in more intellectual or political ways. Less than P class equals data end equals 1734. Data start equals 1406 greater than... She's also not directly blaming Sarah Sherman, which is actually pretty gracious. She made it clear that it's more about the idea behind the sketch, not the performer. Aimee even shared a comment someone wrote, describing how the skit started sharp and funny, but quickly swerved into outdated 1970s style misogyny. And she agreed. Less than P class equals data end equals 2090. Data start equals 1736 greater than. What really stood out is how she said she's gotten thousands of messages from people who felt the same way. And she's glad she spoke up because it's not just about one joke. It's about how women, especially in the spotlight, are still judged on their looks first, work second. Aimee even asked, if it was a man, would we be talking about it this much? Less than P class equals data end equals 2357, data start equals 2092 greater than... It's a valid question, and maybe it's time comedy stops relying on lazy stereotypes to get laughs. Aimee didn't call for canceling anyone, she just asked for better jokes, smarter ones, and ones that don't take easy shots at someone's appearance. Seems fair, right? Stay subscribed for more videos.